Up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a third down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people? They worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer. Still did it anyway.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They get it to him running left. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bullock will put this one through, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
No, check, Patriots!
On 2nd down, Collins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Now it's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Gone!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. It's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
We got three, fellas. Set! 3-19! 3-19! Lucky 56!
Jackson gonna throw again. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Finding Green complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Passing. It's Dalton. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Now a carry for Bernard. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down, Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's Dalton. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
To the football, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have it.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Gone!
Play action. Now Jackson. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
4 down. Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to go down again. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is not even going to get there. It's no good. And it's incomplete. That's one of the strangest play calls you'll ever see. But they'll get it back at second down. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team, We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Collins, and the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And again, it's Collins. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing. Down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Off the play fake, here's Jackson, rolling to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's caught out left by Perriman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And Jackson throwing once more. Caught left side, Williams. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Jackson operating from the gun. Buying time to it. And the pressure gets to him again. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. A 33. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe, but not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
You thinking that might be a better way to go?
Kicker, yeah. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Dalton. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Collins, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Steps away to his left. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They run it. It's Charles. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
And the blitz does come. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for him.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit, because I will leave openings, all right? You can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after them, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts with that 2-minute warning looming.
The great note right there, because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a 3rd one back. They still have a chance.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tim Williams in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Bernard. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw. And got his man complete. They give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carl Lawson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Jackson, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
It's do or die for Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated.
Took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Continue.